We're good.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we need to jump that after approved minutes.
Alright, if you say it or do it in this room, it's gonna be recorded, okay? Call meeting to order. We had the pledge. We announced that it's recorded. Roll call.
Ed,
Yep.
Mike,
Yep.
I'm here. Kathy? Yes. Doug?
Yes. Public participation on agenda items. Last chance.
Kathy, where would I?
We're,
Hold on.
he's gonna yell for you here in a second.
Okay.
We moved you up.
Okay.
Approval of the minutes from the last meeting on November 30th. Let's do both, November 26th and November 30th.
So moved.
I second that.
How do you vote?
Doug?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
I vote yes. Ed?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna move, under new business, we're gonna move number 1 up to right here. So, the library box.
Jenna,
Yes, Jenna, that's you.
that's you.
Where do you want? Does she have to come up here?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Get experience.
Good experience.
Well, she's supposed to have a friend that was helping her, but her friend doesn't know. We're not sure if she's planning to help her out. But Jenna is working on her silver award. And in order for her to get her silver award, she started doing a journey, and it was giving back to the community. Well, we live in Canonsburg, and it's huge, and you have lots of different jurisdictions. So we figured she would bring it back to my hometown, because we live here too, practically. So her idea was to do one of the community boxes, kind of like what they're doing in Washington. So she didn't know if you guys, like, she had to come to you to be approved, or if she's just allowed to pick where she wanted to put it. But we were thinking keeping it locally, like right here in the middle, because you guys don't have a library, so it'd be kind of nice. But more or less, you put a book in and take a book is the idea. But we, so there, I talked for her. So, but it's just a little bit, I mean, she has to do all donations, but she has to go and ask for, well, hopefully she'll be the one speaking, but go to like 84 Lumber or somewhere. And we have a contractor that's willing to work with her, and she has to oversee everything that happens. But the whole idea is for her to be in charge.
Yeah.
So we had to start somewhere, so here we are.
So, did you build the box?
No, we're going to. We have to make sure we're approved first.
Okay.
Do we need to
I think you should.
make a resolution?
A motion to approve the construction and installation of a,
Placement or, yeah, okay.
installation of a Washington County rural-free library. Where we put this again?
Well, either we were thinking here, or maybe
Inside or
uptown.
outside?
Outside. It's an outside thing, so people can come and take a book as they wish.
In the parking lot somewhere, is that it?
Yeah, well, we were thinking maybe over to the side up from your sign.
In the grass?
Yeah, in your sign.
All right.
Okay.
With installation, okay, let me help you again, Tam, I'm sorry. A motion to approve the construction and installation of a Washington County library box on a location deemed satisfactory to the township.
Exactly.
We'll call Pennsylvania. and we'll-
Yeah, you may have to, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you do.
You know, that should be the motion.
Okay.
And I would change it to Donald Township.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're not going.
Not Washington County.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
This is our ideas, but I mean, she has to see how much money she gets to see how nice, but, we've seen from a couple that they've actually done enough to where they've actually put a little bench along with the book thing, so.
Yeah,
But
that's cool.
whatever you guys allow,
Yeah,
that's what we're here.
so,
Somebody
I think
want
it's
to make a
wonderful.
motion?
yeah, I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion.
Also, the motion should include,
Jenna,
at the request of,
say your name. Jenna.
last name? I'm
You have to
sorry.
speak up.
McCullough.
I'm old, I can't hear you.
Jenna McCullough.
Jenna?
It's MCCULL.
That should be part of the motion.
Gotta be official.
That's right.
All right,
All right, thank you very much, young lady.
got a motion and a second.
Yep.
How do you vote?
Way to start the meeting.
How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Kathy.
Yes.
I vote yes. Ed?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
We'll be back.
Okay, now we're just gonna go right back to where we were. Financial business, approve the treasurer's report for November 26th through December 17th. Everything's up here.
So moved.
I'll second that.
How do you vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes. Kathy?
Yes.
Yep. Approve the motion to pay the bills.
I make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
I vote yes. Ed?
Sure. All right, code enforcement.
Yes, for the month of November, there's not much, one letter, 28th Street, and there are a couple of public services like county services coming in to kind of help them resolve some of the problems. That's it.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Engineer. Yes. Fire department.
Yeah, in the month of November, we answered 27 calls for service. We gave aid 10 times, received aid 8 times. 5 of those calls were overlapping calls. Our average response time from dispatch to arrival on scene was 10 minutes and 41 seconds. It should be noted that we had 3 mutual aid calls that were really extended time called on scene, so that number has obviously ballooned from what it's consistently been. Average time on scene was 79 minutes and 51 seconds during that time period. Those 27 calls, we had 3 building fires, 9 EMS calls, 3 crashes with injuries, 6 crashes with no injuries, 1 natural gas leak, 1 good intent call, 3 times we were dispatched and canceled en route, and 1 smoke or odor of smoke call. We did utilize 654 man hours in the month of November.
Is that it?
That's all I have for fire department.
Anything for the fireman?
The only thing I do have is, spoke with, went and visited Arrows Up last month. They were looking for an inspection or fire safety walkthrough, which I did. And that's one of the buildings that did not get a Knox box when it should have under the ordinance, so I talked to them about that. They're willing to do that. They have not yet, because Knox box has recently changed the way they do things. We don't mail forms in anymore. You have to do it online. We registered online, but our account online is not activated yet. So as soon as it gets activated, I'll let them know, and they can proceed with their Knox box there.
That's you, that's on your end,
Yes,
the account thing?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Nothing we gotta do, that's what I'm
Nope.
asking. Yeah.
No, other than I'll let Sharon know once it's up, so she can get rid of her order forms and give her the address so she can keep it, the site address, so she can just tell people, go here. So, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Office and water.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just coughing. Water, John Forrest called today and he found somebody to do sludge removal and the price will go down about 25%, so it should be a savings.
And that'll end once we get the renovations done.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
unless there's some sort of emergency.
Someone other than who we're using now, is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
You have no idea who it is, or?
He didn't tell me. He was just so excited. So.
I have a question there.
Okay.
If we don't know who it is,
How do we prove it?
yeah, or do
We'll need a contract, because that person has to have. DOT
Well, he
on that.
basically
I was
talked
gonna
to them so that he could give them a price so they could see if it was even if it was getting you more, there was no point.
Cause I know like with Safety Clean or something.
Yes.
I'm responsible to make sure that it's going to a reputable.
Yes, he just was
They're not
that way,
taking it and
but
dumping
then
it
he
in
left,
the
maybe we can save a little bit that way too.
Yeah, we'll have to see the proposal.
Yeah.
Alright, water?
That would be the water.
No, that was sewage.
Different type of water.
Office?
About
Nothing?
this nothing.
Parks and Rec?
We have continued to meet and discuss and improve the fitness center for the community. We're continuing to get plenty of members, families, and individuals joining the gym. So as we continue to get members, we look to make improvements with that. We also have obtained our clearances, so we're looking to try to start planning some activities as well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
How many members you have now?
From when we
Just
started to July to now, I believe we have 42 members. That's in average. Some aren't all active at the same time, but I think that's where our total is right now is 42. That includes families as well.
Good. It'll go
Very
up,
good.
it'll go up with the
We're
New
hoping
Year's
it goes up with
resolutions.
the New Year.
Yeah.
For a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in February, you won't have anybody.
Yeah, that's exactly
Your
right.
favorite treadmill back.
Yeah.
Alright, Police Department.
Yes, sir. For the month of November, we responded to 237 events or 131 calls for service. We reported $1,500 in stolen property. Recovered 0. November officers conducted 26 traffic stops, investigated 4 traffic accidents, 3 reportable, 1 non-reportable. Issued 9 citations, 2 non-traffic citations, filed 2 criminal complaints. We patrolled approximately 4,111 miles and used approximately 356 gallons of gas. The magistrate's fees collected are on the report as they usually are. Also have attached a copy of the Claysville and Buffalo Township reports for you guys to review. Doing the report a little bit different, I've attached a printout from the new records management system that breaks most of our calls down. In fact, I think it breaks all of them down into categories if you want to peruse that and see what we've been doing. I figured it's easier to be boring everybody in the room if we had one of these and 2 of those. So, the last thing I'd like to talk to the board about is I'd submitted a letter several months ago requesting your consideration of filling my full-time position. We continue to average 130 calls a month, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. We're doing it with 2 full-time guys. Some of you have experience with us in the past. You know that the part-timers are good for some things and not so good for others, and I think I've talked to some of the others about it. And we're really kind of running thin. And I'd like the board to consider my request. In addition to that, I'd like you to consider allowing me to initiate hiring another part-time employee. And I'm available to discuss any of that if the board wishes, or we can talk about it now. If money is a problem, I am willing to adjust my salary to help offset some of that cost. I don't want to give up a full-time position, but if you want to cut my base back to 32 hours and leave me as a full-time employee, the hourly rate that Sharon uses, even though I'm salary, would give you almost $10,000 to put toward that employee. I have a good guy that's about to go to another place, and I really don't want to lose him. So I'd like you guys to give this some serious consideration if you can.
And when you say the good guy, that's the one that's on the table here?
Chris Shortly. Yes, sir.
I would suggest that we have executive session discussion.
Thank you, that's it.
All right, thank you. Road Department.
The guys have been patching a lot of potholes and doing winter maintenance when it's needed. Shaler Road slip is complete. The road's opened back up. There's another slip down below it that's still going to need repaired, but we're not going to open up anything else this winter. We've had a lot of equipment breakdowns. Both of the bigger trucks are still down. Hopefully one will be back from Hunters tomorrow, repaired. The other one goes to Hunters tomorrow to see what we can do with it. The boom mower is repaired, Prowl fixed it, it's good to go. The skid steer's back, seems to be running fine, they haven't had any issues with it at all. I don't know whether you want to talk about this now, or I saw it on the thing later. The dirt and gravel roads were approved for Clogus Road, and, well, one of the projects for Clogus was approved, and the raising of the low section in Pogue Road was approved. I think everybody got the email, and I don't know whether you guys looked through it or not, but I think that needs to be taken care of tonight so we can move ahead with that. And Kathy and I went to the co-op meeting last Thursday. They had some reorganization to do, so they've got guys retiring from other townships, so that was done. And January 17th is going to be their next meeting, and they're going to prepare the bids to send out for the oil and stone, so we sort of need to know how much we have to spend so we can get something in line
You have a
to go with.
recommendation?
Working on it, it's going to take a little bit of time
Because we put in the budget for
to
it.
work on it.
And what was, you know, what was in the budget?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
That'd be something to still pull out Act 13, get some of those roads.
We had a good bid,
Still need to be in the budget. though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I thought we put it in both, is it?
Yeah,
We
we
did. We put
budgeted
it-
out of Act 13 and we budgeted out of
Liquid
liquid
fuels.
fuels.
Fuels, yeah,
yeah, so we
that's
had.
what I was.
Okay, that's all I have.
Ed?
Thank you.
Question. Steve, you said both the big trucks, you mean the new one?
No, well, yeah, the International down, they said it was an injector out of it. The Peterbilt has water in the oil.
That's a new one, right?
Solicitor.
The International's a new.
Okay.
Mr. Schultz, can we talk again about these dirt and gravel road programs? There's two documents I believe well, the one says 11/13, it should be 12/13, but they're both dated, signed by the Conservation District. Now, you said we need to do something tonight with this, we need to bid these out then, or who's doing the work on that?
No, we need to, from my understanding, we need to sign them to go into agreement with the Conservation District to do them.
Okay, so we need to, because he's been approved by the Conservation
Yes.
District.
Yes, they need our signature, and then Rich Rush said that first of the year he'll start
Advertising.
advertising, doing the bidding and all that to get us going as soon as the weather breaks.
Right, because I noticed there's an in-kind contribution, with some of our own labor, some of our own material.
Yes.
All right, so basically, okay, that's what we have.
So how do we have to, like, pass it somehow?
Well,
or-
what you need to do tonight, there was a grant, someone must have submitted a proposal for a grant for the Conservation District. So you need to pass a motion, or pass a motion saying you enter into a contract, a dirt, gravel, a low, I'll help you out, sorry, I'm dictating too quick. A motion to approve a dirt, gravel, and low-volume road maintenance project agreement between Washington County Conservation District and Donald Township for the KLAGES, how do you say that, class?
Claugus.
Claugus Road, parentheses, T period, R period, 537 end parentheses. So you need that motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion. How you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
yes, Ed.
Yeah. Okay,
Now,
now,
we're not done yet, sorry.
oh, we got the other road.
Right,
Oh.
sorry.
That's-
Then we need a second motion. It'll have the same language, but insert the word, how do you say, Pogus?
Pogue.
Pogue.
Pogue?
Pogue.
Pogue Road?
Pogue.
Say it 3 times and you want it.
Pogue. Pogue Road.
What's
Pogue.
this?
Pogue.
Numbers,
Okay.
Uncle, okay.
What's its number?
There's no township route number for
Oh,
this for some
no?
reason.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that should be someone's motion.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
How do you vote?
Mike,
Yes.
Doug?
Yeah.
Kathy?
Yes.
I vote yes. Ed?
Yep.
Now, the engineer is going to bid this out.
Yes.
There's one thing I want to make certain, because I had this happen to someplace else recently. We want to make certain that the proposal was accepted by you folks, that there's an agreement signed, signed by the board, we get the original, and the appropriate bonds. Because I had a place recently that didn't do that and caused a lot of problems. So I'm just saying this because something happened in Long Branch Borough. All right? The only thing I say about the solicitor report, there's been a substantial amount of personnel issues between the board and myself discussing different things, and also the issues concerning the budget, and that's primarily at this point in time.
Thank you. Old business, previously tabled lease agreements for the township rental building, or building rental.
I make a motion to lift it off the table.
Second. How do you vote?
I vote yes. Doug?
So you have an agreement?
Yes.
I've seen it yet. Has anybody seen it?
I
It
just
was the
don't,
one I sent it a long time ago.
Was it emailed to?
Yeah, long time
Okay, I
ago.
don't remember it.
It's okay. I'm just lifting it off the table.
It's just-
though.
Okay, I understand.
Okay.
How you vote?
I
Yeah.
vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. Ed?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. It's basically the same agreement.
I understand, but there's blanks and there's nothing in them.
Yeah, well, that's what,
Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk
that's what
about.
we wanted
Oh,
to
okay. I
discuss.
thought you had numbers for that.
What,
No.
what we proposed, and she was, since there was a conundrum, she said she had a lease, we said she didn't. Yeah, nobody has a copy. We thought that we would extend her current deal for one more year with, I told her flat out, her rent's going up the following year, okay? But that aligns her with the other tenants in the building, everybody's would be up at the same time, and we could do more of a fair thing with, just do it all by square footage or something. So basically, it's just extending her,
Extending the current length of time.
that gives her a good heads up so that she can be prepared for an
This is for a term of 1 year.
1 year. And then we told her January to December of next year. So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So it would be, we're still the second floor. And it would begin January 1st, 2019. One year. And it's $1,200 what she pays. So, that's long enough. Let's, I got it.
12 times 12.
Well, I have to make sure. This should say 24,000. Still makes it 1,200.
All right, anybody, any thoughts?
She doesn't, we don't have we can't find a security deposit on file.
Someone preceded her because she took over from somebody else.
Correct.
There
So,
was one.
yeah. So,
so we want to enter into a 1-year lease with who?
it is, well, they call it Danielle's daycare. So
For how much a month?
it's $1,200 a month. That's what she's currently paying. What happened was, is at the end of last,
So,
set,
right.
yeah, around November, the board did approve to extend her, but no lease agreements were made. She doesn't have a copy, we don't have a copy. We talked about, well, the square footage, but after we met with her for a while, and, you know, she asked if we would consider, if we would consider extending the 1,200 for another year, and then next year, at the end of next year, to go to the square footage price.
That way she could put in her increases to cover the,
So the motion would be to enter into a one-year lease with Danielle's Daycare Center at a rate of $1,200 per month pursuant to the terms and conditions of the lease with a caveat that the parties enter into discussions for a subsequent lease no later than,
Well, we figured, September, October, started talking.
no later than November 1st?
Okay. 2019.
Correct. That should be someone's motion, I would assume.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right, discussion,
Anybody else?
questions? How do you vote?
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Ed, or Mike?
yes.
Ed.
Okay, previously tabled item, hire Officer Christopher Shortley as full-time patrolman.
Talk about it in executive session, then vote on it.
Executive session. Postpone that. Previously tabled, township needs to apply to PA American Water for 2 additional items.
I'm gonna lift that off I make a motion to lift it off the table.
Second.
How do you vote?
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Ed?
Yeah.
I talked to PA American Water, and what this is we weren't buying hydrants. They have, so there was a line out by Wilkie's that Wilkie had put in himself. And what they did is it needed repaired. When it was done to specs. They replaced the 2 hydrants, but what they realized when they did this, we pay the hydrant bill. We pay the fee. So those fees are gonna be added on to the bill. But they extended the line, they're adding 2 more hydrants. They're just notifying us that we're going to see 4 more service fees on our bill. So we just need, so the agreement that they sent is to let us know that they're going to be adding these hydrants. The hydrants were put in, I guess, years ago for public safety. So we pay the service fees on them. So we aren't buying hydrants, it's the fees.
Just gonna be added on to the existing bill that we already
Correct.
get.
That's it.
Can
So
we
there's
use them?
There's no agreement.
Did we,
No, I'm not.
we got
did
that
they
taken
send-
care of?
There's an
Yeah,
agreement.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't wanna pay for something we can't use.
There's an
Yes.
agreement, yes.
Yeah, they actually sent it
There's
over.
an agreement and amount and everything.
Yeah, because like I said, but it was Wilkie's.
Is it a perpetual agreement, or, I mean, eternally, or what?
As long as we have fire, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
just asking.
Yeah.
There's no clock on it, or,
Public safety, that's our job.
Yeah,
I understand that, but
Yeah, that's,
they could put a hydrant every 20 feet and then, so.
Oh, they have to put the hydrant
Every
it's spec'd
1,000.
out, yeah.
spec'd out.
1,000 feet.
PA American Water put them in.
So they're already in,
Mm-hmm.
but we have been paying a fee on them.
On not these four.
How long have they been in there?
Well, the two have been in, it's been at Wilkie's, that was years and years ago.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's
30
been-
years is-
Yeah. What happened was, is Wilkie put them in, and they were up to code, and then, but they never got entered onto the bill.
Okay.
We don't know where the fee went to, but they extended a line and they added 2 more hydrants, so.
P American extended the line at their
But they're-
own request?
Well, yeah, that's because it's in Claysville.
In Claysville Borough?
No.
No, it's right outside of,
It's
it's
on
right
their, it's on
outside
their
of
water.
All right.
But
It's on
it's on
different
their.
water system.
Yeah, it's
They
on
can't go
theirs.
too much further and they'll be in East Finley, so it won't
That's
matter.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That may be
yeah.
the only room there was to there, and that's when they
Yeah.
get 2 more.
Yeah,
There
Right,
may be more out
I
that are
think
going
they-
east Philly now.
yeah. Should
Yeah.
be real close.
Yeah.
so they just, I mean, so the idea of the agreement is is to tell us that these are gonna be on.
Is
and
it,
we're
So
responsible.
what is our
Is that
action
how we
then?
do?
We
Just
need to
to
approve
take
to sign
note?
it.
Oh,
We didn't, it needs signed and
Motion
returned.
to execute the document. You don't have no way around it.
Doug, you got a motion to sign. I guess that means he's signing.
motion approved, right, Don?
Execute the document, approval, whatever necessary.
Okay.
Got a second?
Yeah, I
Mike
second it.
seconded.
How do you vote?
Doug,
Yes.
Mike,
Yeah.
Kathy,
Yes.
I vote yes. Code.
No. I don't like being forced to do things.
You noticed.
Previously tabled, proposal for estimate on,
I thought we took out.
I was gonna say, if we didn't, let's do it, let's take it.
Yeah, I thought you nixed that.
You just said no action last time, so do you want?
Motion to take it off the table.
Second.
How do you vote?
Ed,
Yeah.
Doug,
Yes.
I vote yes. Kathy,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
Now I'll make a motion to